Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I apologise, it's been so long. It's been about 4 months since my last video when I did a collaboration with my mate's channel, Matthew. In today's video I'm going to be doing a video finally in response to Rockabilly Rebel21. He asked me, going back 6 months ago, to do a pomp using Mousse And Hairspray. So I'm going to be doing that for you today. And I'm sorry it took so long to do this. Guys, this just goes to show that if you ask me to do a request for me to do a video, I will get around to doing it eventually when I get the chance. But don't worry, I will get around to doing all the requests that you guys have asked me to do. So first of all, we're going to cover the items you're going to need. Firstly, we're going to go over the products. Mousse first. This is one I picked up recently. It's made by Schwarzkopf. It's got to be plumped up, too sexy, big volume, plumped up, a volumizing spray mousse. And it's a real tongue twister, so I'm going to be using that today for the mousse. Hairspray, I'm just going to be using some L'Oreal Paris Elnette hairspray. This is the normal strength hairspray. It's not very good for pompadour, but it's all I had here at the moment, so I didn't have a chance to go and get some more, so I'm going to be using that first. Then in terms of the equipment you're going to need a hairdryer, preferably with the concentrator attachment. You don't have to have it on, but it does help because it just, like the name says, it concentrates all the airflow to the direction you want it to go rather than dispersing widely. So I'm going to be using one of those today. The combs and brushes and such, I'm going to be using a comb a little bit just to find my part in and just to make sure the sides follow a neat comb line and just those little intricate parts. In terms of the brushes I'm going to be using my vent brush, because I've always had good luck with my vent brushes in terms of blow drying my hair. They get tremendous volume and I've always found them to work very well. I may be switching over to a round barrel brush at some points during the video, just to get the round shape going. So that's the equipment. That's the products. Obviously, as usual, I'm going to be using a small handheld mirror so I can see the back of my head. So the first things first, my hair is completely product free. That's all I've got to do now is I'm going to saturate my hair out using the sink. And once that's done then, I'm going to start blow drying, so I'm just going to saturate my hair quickly. You don't need it really damp, just enough that you can comb it whichever way, because obviously my natural middle parting's falling in, so I need to get rid of that. Okay, so now I've done that, I'm just going to towel dry my hair. Try and get it somewhat dry. It doesn't need to be perfect, just dry enough so it's not dripping over the hairdryer. Yeah, that should do. Okay, so the next step there is you're going to take your mousse. There's two ways you can actually use this particular one. Most mousses out there, you'll spray a big blob on your hand and then run it through your hair. This one you can also spray directly into the roots. I'm not going to do that method because I'm not a fan of it. I prefer to make sure it's evenly distributed via my hands. So shake. Okay, so for this I'm just going to be using about that much. It's a good size amount. So now we'll just start rubbing a little bit into your hands, and then just start slicking through your hair. And it looks like a lot, but with mousse, it is that, to be honest. You're going to use quite a lot of it, especially if you've got more hair like myself, because obviously you want to build the volume. So I'm just going to run that through. Okay, so now I'm going to use my little comb, and I'm going to just make sure that all the product's evenly distributed through my hair. So just going to run the comb through our hair, slick it all back. On the back. Okay, so that should just about do it. Now from there, just going to dry my hands quickly. From there now, I'm going to start using the hairdryer, starting to build that volume with the mousse. So I'm going to start off with my small comb. Just going to find my parting first, okay? And it's not necessarily where your parting is going to finish. This is just a rough guide, so when you're blow drying your hair, you know roughly whereabouts your parting is going to fall. This is especially important if you've never done a pompadour before and you want to start training your hair for the side part to fall in. So I'm just going to slick that over, slick that side back, okay? So there's a very neat comb line, or not. Right, so now I'm going to use the blow dryer, and I'm also going to be using my vent brush. So I'm going to start off. The hairdryer I'm using today is made by Tresemme, in case anyone's wondering. I'm going to be using it on the lowest heat setting, because high heat, I find, obviously it damages your hair, so you want to look after your hair. So I don't really need it any higher than that, and I'm just going to be stopping the hairdryer every now and then to inform you of what's next. So I'm going to start off by blow drying it up and back, and then over, away from the part, towards the part, to build volume, okay? So what I'm doing in the front is put my comb in, and then I'll show you sideways. I'm twisting forward, moving the blow dryer up and letting it go. And what that's going to do is create a nice round shape. As you can see, when I'm blow drying it and bringing it up, it's going to start getting rounder. This would be more for your conventional pompadour. You want to get that nice round upward shape. For what I'm doing, because obviously my hair's wavy, I'm going to be swirling it round while doing that. So I'm going to be doing the Elvis swirl while trying to bring it forward. It's tricky at first, but it is doable. You will get it. It's much harder when you've got a blow dryer in one hand and a vent brush in the other, because obviously when we comb our hair, usually we use one hand on top just to support everything. So it does take a bit of practice. And another thing you want to be doing, hopefully your blow dryer has a cold setting. Here's mine by here. And once you swirl it up like that and it starts to get a little bit more dry, give it a few blasts with that. And what it does is it cools down the follicles of the hair and the cuticles, and it just freezes, it almost freezes the hair shaft in place. It's just to help you lock the hairstyle in place. So you want to be doing that periodically as you're going around your head, especially on the unparted side, where you want that to stay up as it is there. And that'll just give it a little bit more of a boost. So I'm going to be doing that, and you'll be able to hear the difference because it starts to sound like the hairdryer is speeding up. So it sounds something like this. This is normal speed. So you can hear the difference. So I'm sure most of you knew that anyway, but I just thought I'd go over that for people who aren't quite sure. So I'm going to be doing that now. So now I'm gonna roughly comb the back of the DA in, and obviously I can't use a second there, but it's just a general guide. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's only rough. So then when you comb it, then you hairspray it and so on. So I'm just gonna be doing that quickly. I'm not gonna bother turning around for that. It's just literally combing in, and then I use my middle finger and I just put a line down the middle. So that's all that is, okay? Okay, so that's the blow drying phase done. So I'm just going to put the hairdryer down. I'm just going to give it a quick combing with the brush now, just to take a look. And you can see how much volume it builds. Just look at the pomp at the front. It's like unreal volume, really. See. So yeah, just blow dried it in. It hasn't got to be perfect yet. We'll sort that out when we actually comb it properly with a comb. And that's the other side. So what I'm going to be doing now is getting into the vent comb, vent brush, and moving over to my comb. I'm going to be using this a bit now. So I'm just going to wet it in a bit. It's not trying to take the purpose, it just has a bit of product in it, so I'm just going to get rid of that. So now what I'm doing is I'm just going over the swirl, just to ensure I'm happy with it. Start to put that part back in. So there's that. And then we come over to the unparted side. Make sure that just comes up nicely. So that's that. Bring it forward. See, it's really nice round and forward. Like I said, you'll have to practice this one. It's not going to come out perfect every time. It's just trial and error really. Find what mousse or hairspray works best for yourself and just try a few different products. See what works best. If something doesn't work, then don't worry about it. Just, at least you know that it's not going to work and you can try something else. So I've combed that. I'm just going to adjust the camera so you see my day. So now I'm just going to comb the back down as usual. Comb the sides in that angle. There's that. I can't really see it too well because of the lighting. So it could be good, it could be bad, I have no idea. So what I'm going to do now that all the combing and everything's done, I'm just going to shake the kind of hairspray a bit. And what you want to do is cover your forehead just to stop any hairspray going on it. Just give it a few bursts. And the same with the other side. You can just cup your hand around like that now just to cover the side as well. Make sure you just don't do like just to go forward. Always go backwards with the hair, because sometimes the aerosol can push your hair back forward. Just a quick spritz in the back. And then obviously this will take a little bit of time to set. But that's just the basics of it. I'll just give you a quick overview. The hairspray is a little bit wet, so that's why it's so shiny. It probably wouldn't be this shiny once it's dried. It's quite a matte hairspray. But as you can see, I've got loads of volume in the front. It's nice and round. And this is a very quick and easy hairstyle to do. With the blow dryer and the mousse and all that. Because sometimes when people are starting off with pomade, waxes, things like that, because they can be quite difficult, especially the lighter holds. People find mousse and things like that easy to build the volume they want, because obviously with pomade it can be a bit tricky sometimes when you're starting off, knowing how much to use, where to use it, how to distribute it, and all the different aspects. But with hairspray and mousse it's quite straightforward. It's just instant results really, and despite that, hairspray being normal strength is holding pretty well. It's not moving. I think it's dried now. But yeah, that's basically the hair. That's all I used was hairspray, mousse, a couple of different brushes and combs, the hairdryer. So it's really something that you can do if you're running late and you just haven't got the patience or don't have the ability just yet to use pomade and things like that to build the volume that you need. Because sometimes, obviously with this stuff, you don't need build up in your hair, which is great. It just builds the volume straight away. So I hope this helped you, and I'll try to keep more current now with my videos. It's been a bit difficult because I've had a couple of exams the last few months, so I've had to make sure obviously I pass them. So now that they're over, I can start doing more videos again, answering you guys' responses and trying to get those videos made for you, because I've got a big list ready to be made, just in case of finding time to do it. So now that I've got the time, I'm going to start doing more videos for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video and it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.